Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. If you are an old subscriber, you're welcome. Please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button to always get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. Now we'll be needing trimming, Alice band, this pipe, crinoline tube pipe, this wire, hot wire, strong one, scissors, Alice band, UHU gum, our lighter and candle, gum, our fishing line and needle. So we'll be needing our flexible wire as well, then our cutter for cutting wire. Now let's begin. Now I will be attaching my gum. I'll be gumming this, applying my gum, to that tip, and I'll start rolling it. So as I'm gumming, I am rolling. I'm doing my gum like that because some of my gum came out to the tip. So I'll keep doing it until I get to the end. So around the end of it, you can see it. So you just to keep gumming as you are rolling as usual. So I'll just gum up at the tip. So I'll start fixing the crinoline pipe to it. Just watch the way I am fixing the crinoline pipe. You see the way I'm dragging it is from the under, because when you push from the under, you bring out at this other end. You push and you bring out down. I'm pushing it from the under. When I push from the under, I'll go to this end and bring it out. So that's the way to push it so that it can enter properly. Okay, so I'll cut out the remaining. This one thing with this screen is that it stretches. So I'll use this my trimming to cover up this end of it. So I'm just like tying it, not just covering it up. So I'll use it to tie this end strongly to make sure it is properly tight. So when I'm done, I have cut out my excess trimming and I'll use my gum to secure it and gum it up. So just cut out this remaining crinoline. So I'll repeat the same to the other end. You can see the way it looks like. Just use your gum to apply at that tip so that your crinoline does not fray as well. So with this gum, it's my hot wire, I'll be applying my gum to it a bit. So after that, I'll still use this trimming to cover it up. Just look at the way I'm covering it up. You can see the way I started it. So I just need to cut out some trimmings so that I can roll properly. So I'll keep doing this until I get my desired length. This one is just desired length, how high you want it to be. So I've gotten my desired length and I'm using my wire to my cutter to cut out. So I applied gum to it and I allow it to dry a bit. So this is it. So I'm now applying my crinoline pipe to it as well. You can see the way it is. So after applying, I'll just cut out the excess. But before I cut out, I just need to be sure that it is properly fixed. So I've already cut out already. So I'll be using my thread to tie down that very part. Make sure it is tight so that it doesn't go away from the wire. So I, as I've tightened it, I'll drag this other end. You can see there is much crinoline remaining after dragging the end of that side. So I'm still tying the end of this other side as well, just the way I did to the other end. So I'll tie it severally to be sure it is very, very tight. So I'll use my scissors to cut it out. So I'll cut out the excess crinoline. So I want to be sure it is properly cut out. So I'll attach it to that end, and I will also use this thread on it. Just watch the way I'm tying it. So I'll make sure I tighten this properly so that it doesn't go off. Make sure you roll it severally and make sure it is very, very tight so that it doesn't have a way of removing. So when you're done, you cut out the excess thread. So you cut out another thread and do this way. Use your thread to tie. Make sure it is very strong, very, very strong. When you're done, you just tie up as you did to the other one. So after this, you use your trimming to do this. Just watch what I am doing with this trimming. You can see the way I'm placing it. So I'm using this to tie on this ending to give it a neat finishing or a neat ending. I'm just using it to cover up that ending of my work so that it will look neat. Just apply your gum and allow it to dry a bit if you really want it to gum properly. So I'll repeat the same to this ending part as well. So you can see the way it is. So with this my crinoline pipe, I'll roll it this way. You can see what I'm doing. I'll roll this one this way. I'll roll this one this way. You can see. So you can rewind this video if you didn't really get what I just did, just to roll it severally to your desired test. So you can see the way I'm using my needle and thread to sew. Make sure you sew severally and make sure it is very tight. So I'm applying my gum to the tip of the crinoline so that it doesn't fray as well. So I'll cut out the excess crinoline and I'll apply my gum to the tip as well so that it doesn't fray. So I'll apply it to this very place. I'm using my needle and thread to sew down. Make sure it is very strong. So you repeat the same procedure to this one as well. You roll it as well. So I've rolled and I applied down here. Now you can put as many rows as you want. You can put it all over this the way you want yours to look like. Just that you can see this one, 12 inches. That's what I measured it. So I'll measure out my wire the same inch and I'll cut out. So you can make your wire longer if you want. If it's not 12, it could be 12 or 13 because that crinoline draws, it draws very well. So when you make your wire longer, that 12 inches tube crinoline can as well enter there because it draws. So with this now, I'll use it to roll. You can see the one rolling. So use it to cover up your wire. You roll it until you get down. Okay, so I've gotten down and I'm cutting out the excess trimming. So I'll put my tube crinoline inside. You can see it has not really gotten to the end yet because the wire is longer than it. So let me just tie my thread and show you the next step on what to do. So make sure you tie properly and make sure it is very strong. So that is just what I'm trying to do. Just want to be sure it is strong and properly tied. So I'll cut out the excess thread. So use my gum to apply on the top of the crinoline so it doesn't fray as well. So you can see the crinoline have not really gotten to the end, so I dragged it to the end myself. So it is now dragged down because it draws, as I told you. So I use my thread to still tie it and tighten it. So I'll put my gum on the tip of this crinoline and I'll use this trimming to cover it up just to have a neat finishing. So I'll cut out and press it down to make sure it is neatly placed. So I'll still apply the same procedure to the other end of it. So This is it. This is it. This is it. So I'll roll to my desired test. Just roll the way you want it to be. So I am rolling it to be sure it goes in line with what I want. I could just fix it this way or look for another pattern. So depending on how you want it to be placed. So if you don't want it like that, you can just fix it this way. You can see the way I fixed it. And I use my needle and thread to sew it to be very tight so it doesn't shake. Okay, just try and use needle and thread to sew it for it to be very, very strong. So that is it. You can see the way it is. If you're still shaking, you use your needle and thread and make sure it is properly sewn and doesn't fall out. Please kindly subscribe to my channel if you really watched this video to this very point. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button right now so that I'll keep making interesting lesson videos on how to do fascinators and hats for you. If you really like this video, kindly let me see your comments at the comment section in order for me to be encouraged. I need to be encouraged in this work because this kind of work needs encouragement. If I'm not encouraged, I might not do more. So encourage me and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment, so that I'll see your comments. I'll know the people that are following me and the people that are learning from me. If I don't see your comments, to just be as if I'm making those lesson videos for ghosts. No, I believe I'm not working with ghosts. Please let me see your comments. I love you all. I love you all. That is why I keep making this interesting videos on how to make fascinators and other headwears for you. So I really appreciate. Thanks for watching to this point. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. So you can see the way it looks like. How do you see it? I hope it is beautiful. Now this is how it looks like when it is worn on a manicure head. So it all depends on what you want. So this is it. Thanks for watching to this point. God bless you. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.